Hey guys, Bucket Pass coming again with another deck profile. This deck profile is on Constellas. I do not own this deck in real life, nor would I want to. But I'm going to show you this deck profile because I thought it would be very necessary considering I did just upload a profile about Evil Swarm. Again. You'd think to, how many times could I do those profiles, but screw it. I like Evil Swarms and I like Dark Worlds. It's what I know best. But anyway, moving on. Constellas. The whole thing of this is like a yin and yang of Hidden Arsenal. Sadly, it's the last Hidden Arsenal pack, but they made it good. They made it very stupid in its plays and its combos and things like that, especially with Constellas. They have their stupid safe zone combo, but, do I think this deck is competitive? Yes and no. I've never really seen people want to go to regionals with this deck. If someone does go to regionals with this deck, fair enough. If you top, you top. You topped with a deck that I wouldn't expect to top. But yeah, it's a very good deck. Though I'll give it that. It has consistent search engines. It has its own wind-up factory, and it has really stupid exceeds. But there's a whole controversy of Constellas are better than Evil Swarm. I do not believe that is true. I believe that a deck is good because of how it does in the current meta. I do not believe that it's good just because of its matchup with another deck. The fact that Constellas have a good matchup against Evil Swarm does not necessarily mean it's a better deck all round. It obviously means it has a good matchup against it, but not a better deck. I mean, after all, I've never really seen Constellas beat Mermails or anything like that. If they have, fair enough to them, but I'm just going from my experience. I'm going to shut up now and get on with the profile. So yeah, we got 3 cores, or chaos, I don't know how you pronounce that. So first and second, for those who know. First obviously being cores, second being chaos. Then we got 3 Pollux, who is the bollocks. He's just like, hey, I'm going to normal summon myself. Oh yeah, I'm going to bring my friend with me, Cause, or Chaos. I don't know his name yet, but I'm bringing him with me. And then Cause is just like, or Chaos, he's just like, oh hey, you brought me to the party. I'm just going to make you a bit more stronger. Then we can combine our strengths. So yeah, that's my opinion on him. And then we've got Constella Al-Jigalida. I'm just going to call it Al-Qaeda for now. So we got Constella Al-Qaeda. And she's kind of like, hey, I'm going to bring my boyfriend with me. And then she's going to special Chaos again. Chaos is getting all the pussy. But if you really want it to go down, you go Pollux. And he's like, sup, I'm going to bring this bitch with me. And she's like, hey, don't call me a bitch, I'll bring my boyfriend. Then Chaos is just kind of like, shut the fuck up, you two. I'll make you two level 5. And they'll just be like, yay. But then we have... Then we have Sheraton. 2 of these guys. These guys are just pretty much normal summon search. So you can search any Constella monster to your hand. Then you got Constella Sombra. Sombra is pretty much just like Evil Swarm Karikian, except for he's an opposite. Like he has 1550 attack and 1600 defense, but for Karikian it's 1600 attack and 1500 defense. He pretty much has the same effect, and it leads up to the same OTK in an Evil Swarm deck. But obviously not as good because they don't have an infestation. Then we have Honest. I feel Honest is good in this deck because, your deck is light. You may as well have Honest in it. To be honest. Hey. But then we got Brotherhood of Firefist Bear. This guy's pretty awesome. It just gives us a play. And it also searches out your tankies. But, Bear's going to be in the format at some point, I think. But then we have 2 Constella Star Charts. I think Star Chart is good at 2. Only at 2, because it's like, I get to draw twice. That's nice. Then we got Constellar Star Cradle. A lot of people don't run this card. I do not know why. Who gives a shit if you cannot bow or do anything like that? If you have no targets at all in your hand to do anything, this just leads you up to them. And it doesn't matter if you have to attack. You wouldn't have to do anything. If your opponent was on 1800 life points, right? You play this. Or no, let's say your opponent was on 500 life points. You play this. You bring Constella Al-Qaeda and Constella Pollux to hand. Normal fucking Al-Qaeda, special summon Pollux, and then go into Gaga Cowboy. It's game. You think of it like that. But anyway, then we go into the triple threat staple lineup. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Heavy Storm. Then we have 2 MST to help out with the back row. 1 Rotor to search out Pollux, who is the bollocks. Then we have 3 Fire Formation Tenkies. Then we have the Deadly Duo, Solemn Judgment and Solemn Warning, followed up by a Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Compulsory Evacuation Devices, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Dimensional Prisms, 1 Starlight Road, and 2 Safe Zones. I don't really need to explain the Safe Zone play, it's just general, yeah, you know, you're going to get rid of Pallades, I'm going to chain, and then I'm going to chain Pallades effect so you die as well. Now we are going into the extra deck, my fellow friends. We have 2 Constella Omega. This guy is pretty cool. It makes any Constella monster unaffected by spell and trap cards. He is pretty much Infestation Pandemic, but as a monster, which makes him a little bit weaker, in my opinion anyway. But obviously going into him first turn is very cool. You know, your opponent's like, I can't really do much with my spells against it, so I might have to attack over it. But either way, then we got 3 Constella Pallades. Pallades is really cool. It's really stupid as well with his effect, but you know, once you really use the effect over and over again, you're just like, Thunder Charger, fuck you. Then we have 1 Constella Parisiep, or whatever. This guy I'm running at 1, because I think his effect is really fucking stupid. I mean, listen to this. Once per turn during this damage step of either player's turn, when a Constella monster you control is attacked or being attacking or being attacked, you can detach 1 material from this card. That monster gains 1000 attack until the end phase. And guys, that's the damage step. So you gotta think, what's not stupid about that? It's not that I don't see people running this. I don't really look at, like, you know, Constella profiles, but you know, I feel that people should at least run this at 1, because I think that effect alone is really good. But anyway, now we're really just going into sort of random rank 5. So we got obviously Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon, Tyros, the Keeper of Genesis, Wind Up Zenmeo, Crimson Shadow Hammer Ninja, Volcasaurus. Then we got the 2 Gaia Chargers, 1 Shot Master, and 1 Gaga Cowboy. I don't see a lot of people running this, and they should, because you can still go into it, and it can change the game. So run it. So yeah, guys, that's my profile. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If anyone's got like constructive criticism or something like that, just like, you know, let me know. If there's something I can change about the deck, I'm happy to hear it. If people actually like this deck profile, please say. But yeah, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I will do a lot more videos on new decks and things like that. I'm not really bigging up the whole, you know, Elemental Dragons. Everyone knows about Elemental Dragons by now. I've already done a profile. I do not like the deck personally, but it works. But anyway, guys, Barco Pets signing off. Goodbye.